So it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. June is, I told y'all there was a lot of things happening this month. We just gonna get to all of them. And we often say that men don't have a safe space to talk, right? I was talking to one of my boys yesterday, and we just, not only do we not have a safe space to talk, but we're often not even taught how to express our emotions. So at the risk of being vulnerable, and at the risk of putting myself out there to a world, most of the world don't even know me, here's me trying to be vulnerable about just one of the areas in my life right now where my mental health is struggling, is putting it nicely. Grief is a monster. And if those of you who interact with my videos a lot, you know that it's been an area of struggle for me for almost 2 years now. In 2024, my grandfather died. And when I say grandfather, that's really like, that's what he was like biologically. But in reality, he was probably the most important person in my life until I got married. And then after I became married, he became like the second most important person. And this is, I've talked to my biological mother about this. I've talked to my biological father about this. I've talked to my grandmothers about this. And so this is no disrespect or no shade to them at all. I've had conversations with them about the weight that Dave McGee carried in my life. And so when he was diagnosed with dementia, I could speak for our family, but I'm just gonna talk about me. It was like a ton of bricks. It was like, what the heck? He was the smartest man I knew. He was the sharpest man I knew. Could literally talk to you about any topic on earth. You name a topic, he could talk to you about it. No matter what it was. Marine biology, politics, religion. He almost dang near had the OSHA handbook memorized. He could talk to you about anything. And to see him and his mind slowly deteriorate was difficult for me. There was a night where my family and I had to go find him at work because he had left his car at the office and thought he was somewhere else and walked from his office to the construction site. And he was a construction manager, and he had walked, God, this had to be 15 miles, 20 miles, thinking he was going home. And so that was mostly tough to deal with. And then he passes. And ever since then, I have felt like I really don't know how to describe the pain that brings. Like, this man raised me. He poured into me. He taught me what it meant to be a man. The work ethic that I have is what he gave me. I hate being late because he was never late to anything. You have to be at least 15 minutes early. He believed in me. He challenged me. He was hard on me. And he was my dad. He was like, I can't really describe what he was because it was unique. It was more than a grandfather. It was more than a dad. He was like, and I can't really describe what he meant. And he goes to be with Jesus. And I'm trying to figure it out ever since. And it's changed me in ways I didn't think it would change me. And it weighs so heavy on my mental and my emotional that it hits you at times you don't even expect it to hit you. It comes up at times you don't even think it should come up. You could be doing absolutely nothing and a memory will hit you and you're like, so Father's Day, I'm sitting there at Olive Garden with my wife and her family, And all I'm doing is looking at the menu. That's all I'm doing. I'm looking at the menu. Boom. Memory hits. Tears. And I don't know if y'all have ever seen me cry. It ain't pretty. So I have to get up from the table. It was just a small moment, looking at the menu. Boom, there it is. Father's Day. I was like, so that's something that has been weighing on my mental, that has impacted every aspect in every day of my life. There is not a single day that goes by. In fact, there are very few moments that go by where I am not thinking about him or not wishing he was here. And it's not that I felt like I missed time or that I missed opportunities to tell him I loved him or missed opportunities with him, because there are definitely times and moments where he and I both expressed to each other what it was. We made sure that we didn't leave any money on the table when it came to our relationship with each other. So it's not like I wish I could make up the time I missed. It's just I just miss him. So I know this is a long video. I know many of y'all aren't going to make it through, and there's no result to it right now. I just felt like maybe my vulnerability will help others be vulnerable. Maybe my vulnerability will help other men realize it's okay to talk about your emotions. It's okay to talk about what you're dealing with in life. And it doesn't have to be grief. It can be financial stress. It can be relational stress. It can be wanting a better status for yourself and you're trying to figure that out. It can be anything written on your mental. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to be vulnerable. So that's my prayer. I hope this video helps a man out there. Find someone to talk to, be vulnerable, and take care of your mental.